Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Page. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Taken in on the right side by Coleman.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, Dave, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Gonna look downfield again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Back to pass. He's got him. Still running at the 40. And he'll be brought down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Got a little grass. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! Makes the grab inbounds!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Coming out with it, it's Morgan. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Finds a little space. Got enough for the 1st. Flying out to the left. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Fielded in the end zone. It's Page. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Young. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And this offense is on fire, man. Back-to-back plays, completely going across the field. Now set up in a goal-to-go situation. Now the field shrinks a little bit. Interesting to see if they can punch it in.
And he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The run inside. It's Knight. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Play fake, Iamaleava. Moving out to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid tackle.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And the Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. Throwing, Imaliava. Big fella moving. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Looking to pass. It's Imaliava. Backs looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right there.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
UCLA 28, Oklahoma State 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Page. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Coleman's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a group.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Spits it out to the back. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
With the catch, it's Barnes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits.
He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Man, Textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Right, here we go.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. That's caught. It's Knight. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, UCLA.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Here we go. Ready? Booster, booster. Hey, move. Go, go.
Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He slides that just inside the right upright. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 17 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Throwing, Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. It's a fumble on the play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Well, the bad news on that play is they did not get the first down. The good news, though, luckily, the fumble went out of bounds, so they maintained possession because that...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. I know they put up really good numbers on turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Iamaleava finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Knight. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got it. Could not make his way to the corner. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Bruins! Put 6 on the board.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
UCLA. On. Number 15. Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Page. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. At the 30. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Pass to 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Still looking on the move. The throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Knight. Finding some room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. Pressure coming. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Thomas. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The run inside. It's Knight. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Coming out with it, it's Page. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's taking the deep shot. He's got it down the field. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. He might want another play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the fourth quarter and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to happen to get back in this ballgame.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Brought down for no gain. That play never had a chance. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking for space. It's Knight. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Intercepted, number 19. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.